combustion reactions. Now this is our last video on our playlist about predicting products of chemical reactions, and this is my favorite because it's the most straightforward. Now here are the guidelines for predicting products of selected types of chemical reactions. At the very bottom you'll find that combustion, there's really only one type. If you take a look at the top right corner, you'll notice that for combustion reactions, one of the reactants, it says CXHYOZ. The X, Y, and Z's here, they're supposed to represent numbers, and it can really be any number here. The second reactant is always going to be oxygen gas, okay? And in general, the products are going to be CO2 and H2O. If you look at the top left corner, you'll notice that for combustion reactions, it says right below hydrocarbon. What is a hydrocarbon? It's right in the name. It's got to contain hydrogen and carbon. Sometimes hydrocarbons contain oxygen. That's all you really need to know. So when we're referring to the reactant that contains C, H, and O, I'm going to be calling it a hydrocarbon. Let's move on to our first example. On the bottom, you're going to notice that we have a hydrocarbon reacting with oxygen gas. Now, this hydrocarbon is actually ethyl alcohol or rubbing alcohol. Now, since this is a combustion reaction, it's going to produce two products. Those two products are always going to be the same. So in this case, since it's a combustion reaction, the products are going to be carbon dioxide and water. That's it. Now, in this second example, we have oxygen gas and a hydrocarbon. And this hydrocarbon is actually octane, which is the fuel that you put in cars. So this combustion reaction means that there's going to be two products, the same product, CO2 and H2O. So I hope you're seeing that combustion reactions are actually the most straightforward out of all of these 5 types of reactions. On the next slide, you're going to find practice. I want you to pause this video and try to predict the products of these 4 reactions. I hope you find these straightforward. And there they are. Were you able to predict them correctly? Yeah, it's always going to be carbon dioxide and water if you ever have a combustion reaction. So when something burns, it always produces these 2 products.